Hi, I'm Doug Mealy from Safer Handling, and I've come down to the park today to discuss risk assessment. More specifically, risk assessing physical restraint, intervention and positive handling in your workplace. Now, I travel a lot. I get to talk to teachers, care staff, registered managers of care homes, enforcement officers, door supervisors, and I'm sure that when I approach these people in these workplaces, I'm sure that they've stayed up the night before and they've Googled the most bizarre things they can so they can throw these questions at me. What if there's 8 of them? What if there's someone under a table refusing to get out? What if someone hits you with a shoe? How would you handcuff a one-armed man? Or more commonly, how would you get somebody up and down a flight of stairs? Now, sometimes when I'm at home and I need to get from downstairs to upstairs, in the process I manage to fall up the stairs. Well, if anyone else does that, but it happens to me quite regularly. So if when I'm at home, where I like it, and my heart rate's steady and I'm happy, I can't safely get up a flight of stairs on my own, what are the chances then of me getting down a flight of stairs at work, stressed with 2 other people, one of whom doesn't want to go down those stairs? My first questions to establishments like this would be, there's 2 types of risk, known and unknown. So if we know somebody to have the likelihood of exhibiting challenging behaviour, we need to think about where we're going to put them. Let's not put them at the top of a flight of stairs to put some kind of an obstacle course in the way. Take children in classrooms, for example. Everybody wants to talk to me about how to remove a child from a classroom. And legally, are we able to do that? Absolutely. Legally, even though I'm 6'3", I'm 18 stone, I've got hands like shovels, I've got the same powers to do things like breaking up fights, to remove children from classrooms. Physically though, would I break up a fight between 2 8-year-olds? Chances are I wouldn't. Because I'll tell you one thing about 8-year-olds or primary school children in general and fighting, is they're not very good at it. It's not a spectator sport, is it? So realistically, if I could stop that with a verbal command, I would do so. Same with a classroom. If you've got a child in the middle of a classroom and you are intent on moving them out of that classroom, perhaps to a timeout room, perhaps to reception, perhaps to the head teacher's office, then legally you can do that. But logistically, you're going to find that very difficult. You're going to get into the classroom. The child may then have their legs under the table. They might be under the table or they might be attached to the table. Let's say you do manage to get some holds onto them. You turn to leave the classroom. You've got to negotiate bags, desks, chairs. You've got all these things in the way. By the time you do get to the door, there's then a handle. It opens inwards. There's carpet on the floor. What a brilliant substance to stick your rubber-soled shoes to and not move. So it might be better to hold the child, let them calm down, and then walk them over their own accord. If you are an establishment that's routinely moving people from A to B who don't want to be moved, for example, police stations, hospitals and prisons, you would need to design your workplace ergonomically. So think about the differences. The corridors, they're very wide, they're broad. The doors either open electronically or they're swing doors. There's nothing on the walls, radiators are rounded so you're not going to bump into them. And what's on the floors? Nothing. And what happens to those floors every single night? They're pot cleaned and polished. Partly for hygiene, but partly so you will slide along those floors whether you want to or not. Schools, children's homes, care homes, they shouldn't be like prisons. They shouldn't be bare and sparse. They should be a home from home. So we have to think about that when we're managing physical intervention from A to B. It's not excessively difficult, but by no means is it just a walk in the park.